SR93 Boxing, I'm back with a quick video. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. once, well, obviously he won against, I keep forgetting his name, Dominic something. He, after his win against a fighter that I've not really looked into, Julio Cesar Chavez wants, he says he's ready for Golovkin or Canelo. He says he would like to face Golovkin at 168 pounds, a weight limit he can make for Saturday's fight. And he would like Canelo at a catch weight of 164. See, Golovkin versus Julio Cesar Chavez will be a big fight. Will it be a bigger fight than Canelo? I don't know. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has got the name, but he's a good fighter himself. But the reason why he's got the name mainly is because his father, who's a legendary fighter, he himself hasn't really lived up to his expectation, partly because of his... I mean, I don't want to disrespect him by saying that. I guess he has worked harder than us sitting there talking shit, but let's be honest, he hasn't worked as hard as some other top fighters out there. Julio Cesar Chavez versus Golovkin will be a huge fight. Stylistically, it's a great clash as well. I think personally, stylistically, it might be a more for a lot of people, because a lot of people like the war type fights. War with a little bit of boxing or whatever. Brawling, banging, things like that. For that, I think Julio Cesar Chavez versus Golovkin will be an epic fight. It will be that type of fight that people want. It will be. It might just end up being fight of the year, honestly. And a lot of fights don't end up being fight of the year, but I think this one will definitely be better than Chisora and White, which I even thought was the fight of the year for 2016. Him versus Canelo. But Canelo's considered a lot smaller. At least he campaigns at a smaller weight division. I don't know how Canelo might perform, It really depends on who Julio Cesar Chavez in the way. But again, Canelo's young. He's gonna get a bit bigger as well. He walks around at 180. He rehydrates to 180 plus. But the size advantage will be with Julio Cesar Chavez, for sure. And Canelo's never been hit by a guy that big. I don't think he's ever been hit by a guy that big in the ring. So I think that could be a dangerous fight for Canelo. But again, stylistically, he prefers people coming forward. He really prefers people coming forward. And Julio Cesar Chavez is not the most excellent, skilled fighter. It must be said. Therefore, I would love to... it'd be an intriguing fight. I think because they're campaigning at a higher weight than 164. He wants Canelo at 164, which I think, in a way, it might not happen. In a way, it might happen. Think of it. Let's think about it. Julio Cesar Chavez versus Canelo might be a huge, two Mexican big names. I'll be rooting for Canelo, obviously, because that's just the fighter. I like how Canelo fights. That's my favorite fighter when it comes to in the ring ability, in the ring fighting style. But it'll be a huge fight. Again, Mexicans make most of the boxing, most of the paying boxing population, I guess, in America at least. So but at the same time, if Canelo fights Golovkin, a lot of Mexicans will tune in because there's a Mexican fighter there fighting Golovkin, right? But either way, man, all these are huge fights. Julio Cesar Chavez has not been the most dedicated fighter there. But, I feel like he has to prove that he's dedicated. Do you think Canelo will take on the fight against Julio Cesar Chavez? It's at 164. Maybe a huge fight for Mexico. I don't think he will. Because I think there's options. He doesn't have to go to 164. He can fight Golovkin at 160. Unless Golovkin chickens out. But, then Canelo might just step up. But I think it's too far. Canelo's not going to go up anytime soon. From 154 to 155. It took him years, I think. It took him years. A few years. And, it took him about a year and a bit. And, so for him to go up to straight 164, it has to be a really, really lucrative, I forgot how you pronounce that, lucrative, fuck it. A really attractive deal, really, really, because he's already got attractive deals thrown at him, I guess, left, right, and center. He wants a really, 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 really attractive deal. Can Julio Cesar Chavez give that. I think he can be close enough, but I don't think he can really give it. Like, if it was 160, then yeah, but I think Julio Cesar Chavez is too big for that. So therefore, I think that 164 weight might not be. Canelo won't be fighting him anytime soon. I don't see him fighting him anytime soon unless Julio Cesar Chavez gets some solid, like, wins against top fighters and makes a whole bunch of noise, and then maybe, because Canelo has got options. He's right now, I would say, the biggest draw in boxing. He doesn't need anyone. Everyone else, others need him more than he needs others when it comes to other fighters. So I think Canelo might not fight him, but Triple G should fight. If he doesn't fight Canelo, he should fight Julio Cesar Chavez. He wants that Mexican style, right? He wants that banging and brawling and shit. Look, he said 154 to 168. Why not make the fight happen? You asking for Carl Froch, right? Who's retired? Come on, fight Julio Cesar Chavez. Fight him. He's a big name. Go ahead, man. You haven't got too much of a big name in your resume, so why not fight him? Triple G will not. I don't see Triple G fighting him. If he does, I'll give him a lot of credit, because I won't give him as much credit as him fighting Canelo, but he'll get a lot of credit for me. So yeah, man, that's all I think. Let me know who you think wins against in those fights. It's hard to tell. I think Julio Cesar Chavez is massive. He's big. He's really big. Strong, big. Golovkin is strong as well. I think Golovkin is more technically sound, and his punches have a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit more snap to it. Golovkin is tough as well. He's really tough. But no one's invincible. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm SR93 Boxing. I'm out.